Reddit users talk about the awkward situations they will remember for the rest of their lives. We're pretty sure that everyone has been in a situation when they were super embarrassed and just wanted to disappear forever. However, these otherwise awful situations prove to be quite interesting and unique, which is why they're enjoyed by hundreds and thousands of people online. The stories we've collected here are by far the best, and we couldn't help but share. We at Brightside think that if you can transform your unpleasant memories of an embarrassing situation that happened years ago into a funny story, you should. And that's exactly what the people in this article managed to do. I get into the elevator with some guy. We start going and he asks me, "Do you want to go to a cafe?" I smiled at him and said, "I do." He looked at me in a weird way and pointed at his Bluetooth earpiece. "So, have you ever wanted to jump into an elevator shaft?" The two things that our camp guides were most scared of were losing someone and someone getting pregnant. And so my friend Mary, we were 12 years old, told the camp guide that she seemed to have gotten pregnant. She just loved attention. The camp counselor was terrified and whispered, "From who?" Mary was scared and whispered back, "Does it have to be from someone?" The counselor yelled at her so loudly that I think half the camp woke up. Nikki Key. I snapped this intriguing shot while driving. I captioned it with something like, "When you have a crazy day and a lot of work but you can't forget about beauty because your skin won't take care of itself." I was in the elevator area of my former job and wearing a skirt that was a little too big for me. Luckily, I had one of those long sweaters on over it because I was talking to the maintenance guy and the skirt just dropped to the floor like, "And we're done here," and the guy and I just stared at each other for a small eternity. Copyright Sinakuichi. I'll never forget how on one of my first days in college, I met a guy whose name was Chandler. When he asked me for my name, I told him I was Monica. My friend witnessed this conversation and later asked me why I lied. I said I wanted us to be like the characters from Friends. And he was like, "Are you nuts? Your name is Rachel, and there was a Rachel on the show." Once, I had this really weird conversation with a guy. I think he was too nervous. I ran face first into a streetlight lamppost because I was staring, while walking, at a beautiful girl walking toward the direction where I was coming from. It was in front of the main gate of our university. Hundreds of students saw it. My friends laughed so hard. Copyright Kiwi Pin 0. I'm a very responsible person. But once, after a crazy party, instead of setting my alarm clock, I entered 8:30 in my calculator. Yesterday, after a bachelorette party, we went to a water park where I almost drowned. The next day I was very angry that the employees didn't